Caffeine doesn't fix your focus, it just masks the problem for a few hours. Many people rely on coffee to get through the day. It feels like the only way to stay alert, especially when your mind starts to slow down. But over time, something changes. The same amount stops working. You need more to feel the same effect. And even then, the clarity doesn't last. That's when you start to realize something important. Focus is not something you can borrow from a stimulant. It's something your brain either supports or doesn't. And if it doesn't, caffeine can only go so far. The real question is, why does focus drop in the first place? Most of the time, it's not because your brain lacks energy. It's because it's overloaded, overstimulated, or misaligned. Throughout the day, your brain is constantly reacting. Notifications, messages, tasks, interruptions. Even when you try to concentrate, part of your attention stays on standby, waiting for the next input. This creates a fragmented state. You're technically working, but your mind is not fully engaged. Caffeine can increase alertness, but it doesn't fix fragmentation. In some cases, it makes it worse. You feel more awake, but also more restless. Your thoughts move faster, but not necessarily in a focused direction. That's why many people feel wired but unfocused. Another issue is dependency. When you rely on caffeine daily, your baseline changes. Your brain adapts, and what once felt like a boost becomes your normal level. Without it, you feel slower than usual, not because you are, but because your system expects stimulation. This creates a cycle. Low focus leads to caffeine. Caffeine provides temporary relief. Then focus drops again. So how do you improve focus without depending on that cycle? You start by changing the conditions that affect your brain. The first step is reducing unnecessary input. Your brain can only process a limited amount of information at once. When that limit is constantly exceeded, clarity drops. Even small interruptions can break your concentration. Try creating short periods of uninterrupted work. It doesn't have to be long. Even 20 to 30 minutes of focus time can begin to retrain your attention. The goal is not perfection. It's stability. The second step is managing your environment. Focus is easier when your surroundings support it. A clean workspace, fewer distractions, and clear boundaries between tasks can make a noticeable difference. When everything competes for your attention, your brain stays in a reactive mode. When things are simplified, your brain can settle. The third step is working with your natural energy patterns. Your focus is not constant throughout the day. There are periods when your brain is naturally more alert and others when it slows down. Instead of fighting that rhythm, use it. Do your most demanding work when your clarity is highest. Save lighter tasks for later. This reduces the need for artificial stimulation. The fourth step is recovery. Focus requires energy, and energy needs to be restored. Short breaks are not distractions, they are part of maintaining performance. When you step away, even briefly, your brain resets. When you don't, fatigue builds. But there's a deeper layer to this. Focus is not just about external factors. It's also about internal states. Your brain operates through patterns of activity. Some patterns support relaxation, others support alertness, and some are linked to sustained attention and cognitive performance. When your brain is not spending enough time in those focused states, it becomes harder to maintain clarity even if your habits are good. This is where many people feel stuck. They improve their routine, reduce distractions, take breaks, but something still feels off. The missing piece is not effort, it's alignment. Your brain needs to be in the right state for focus to feel natural. Without that, everything requires more effort than it should. So instead of trying to push harder, the goal is to support that state. Some people use structured routines. Others use breathing techniques or quiet time to reset their mind. And more recently, there are simple audio-based methods designed to guide the brain into more stable patterns. The idea is not stimulation, like caffeine. It's regulation. When your brain is aligned with a focused state, attention becomes easier to maintain. You don't have to force it. It happens with less resistance. That's the key difference. Caffeine pushes your system. Alignment supports it. And when you combine supportive habits with the right mental state, the results become more consistent. You start to notice that you can work longer without feeling drained. You switch tasks less often. You stay engaged without constantly needing a boost. It's a different kind of focus, more stable, more controlled. In the end, improving focus without caffeine is not about removing something, it's about replacing it with better structure. Less noise, more clarity, less reaction, more intention, and most importantly, a brain that is working with you instead of against you. If this gave you a clearer understanding of how focus actually works, consider subscribing. This channel is focused on practical, structured ways to improve how your mind performs in everyday situations. And if you want to explore a simple way to support focus as part of your daily routine, there's a resource linked in the description. It's designed to fit into a short, consistent practice and can help you understand how your brain responds when given the right conditions. Sometimes, you don't need more stimulation. You just need a better system.